catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Hassel, lights, talk to me. Yeah. Welcome to another edition of Hassel's Review with your boy, Hassel. That's right, people. We got another good old-fashioned review for you guys today as we got an unboxing video as we're going to unbox Super 7, Ratking, and Battle Damaged Foot Soldier. Now, these will be some of the last Super 7s I purchased. I got these two, and I have a Kid Lion-O, which will round out my Thundercats completely. I have a Copper Kid, which will round out my Silverhawks completely, unless I get a great deal on a Stargazer, Hot Wing, or Condor, or something to that effect. I did get a Dark Bird from in this haul as well. I'm not going to open him. I mean, let's face it, he is just Quicksilver with a different head. I'll keep him MOC. But these will be the last Super 7s I buy. This will pretty much round out my Ninja Turtle wave and get me pretty well with everything I want, with the exception of a shredder. I did really want Super 7 to do a good shredder. Unfortunately, they done the shirtless stripper shredder from the Ninja Turtle toy line, which is what they're, you know, they didn't do the animated outfit, which is what I wanted in a shredder. So my shredder that's on the shelf over here is actually a Secret of the Ooze Part 2 NECA shredder I have over there. I do have a super shredder somewhere too. I left him in MOC though. He's just MOC. But before we dive into this right here, first of all, check out my Intercontinental Championship. Pretty sweet, huh? If you want one yourself, look up Shahib Championship belt titles. I'm sorry. The guy is great quality. He is a great belt maker. I said I got that one for 150 bucks. 150. You can't beat that with a stick, people. I got a Winged Eagle up there on the shelf that I dropped $5K on. The quality is just as good on this as that one I have up there. I shit you not. Hook him up. Look him up. He's on Facebook. He's very accessible. Let him know that your boy Hassel sent you to him. He'll hook you up. But also, people, if you're still sleeping on ollies, you need to wake up, because ollies are starting to get back with the swing of things. I went by the one in Douglas, Georgia today on a Friday afternoon, and guess what? They not only had the 3-pack with the X-Men, Gambit, Banshee, and Psylocke. I almost picked that up, even though I already have got 2 of them, because I customized or kit bashed some X-Men figure. I did stash one in case I decide to change my mind and go back later, but there were multiple on the shelf, people, so you know, they're still out there. But bam, Monday Night Wars figures are showing up at Ollie's. $12. You can get the whole damn wave for less than 50 bucks. That's less than 2 figures at retail. And this way, Build-A-Wave figure here, it's Commissioner Shawn Michaels. He's not one I just have to have, but if I were to find this whole wave at Ollie's for $12 a piece, you got a Stone Cold Steve Austin. I really don't have a good Stone Cold in my collection, oddly enough. I'm not super big on the Blue Jean wearing Diamond Dallas Page, as the next wave has him in his trunks, which I prefer. But you got a Ray Shredder Big Boss Man from the Corporation days, and a Mr. Perfect. I will snag this whole wave up if I can catch him at Ollie's. You see him at Ollie's, pick him up with your boy and holler at me. But 12 bucks, man, you can't. And these are Walmart exclusives. Like, Walmart is the only place you're supposed to be able to get these Monday Night War figures. And this is a relatively new wave. I mean, this was tail end of 24. I was super surprised to see this at the Ollie's today when I rolled through there. I did see the Proton Wand there. Surprisingly enough, that was a exclusive. I'm not mistaken. It was maybe a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Monster can tell you a little better than that. Big Rob at Big Rob's House of Entertainment had no Chinese food. He was going to give me a shout out initially, saying that he had seen someone say they were going to be there. They had 4 or 5 there in Douglas, Georgia today. They were $49, which is still a great deal for what you're getting there. That's a really nice piece if you're into Ghostbusters. I'm not that nice into Ghostbusters anymore. But if you are, super cool piece. So, you know, check them out. Go build your thing. Do your thing, player. But with that being said, let's dive into the old meat and taters, what we're here for today. Let's dive into some action figures and get into our Super 7 action figures. So let's dive in, people. Let me send you to my POV. All right, everybody, here we are. You got my POV cam. So, we have your Ratking. We have your foot soldier. Yeah. Let's dive into this little foot soldier first. So, now, as you can see, one thing I will point out right off the rip, they now come in bags. They no longer come in. Now, they used to come with this little sleeve over here. So, you had the bag on the outside, a sleeve over this, and sometimes in a cardboard box. They don't come in a cardboard box anymore. They don't have a sleeve, and it's just this old plastic bag over their inner packaging. So like I said, this used to have a sleeve that went over it that was pretty neat. It had some art and deco and stuff on it. And then you had the plastic bag, and then this was sitting inside a cardboard box. No more. But, alas, here we are. So, all right, you got a foot soldier, battle damaged. You got a shit ton of accessories, some heads here. Let's dive in. Like I said, I was not super big on the foot soldier figure. I always thought it kind of looked a little lame. But foot soldiers are Shredder's speechless, faceless, robotic minions. Their mummified movements, turtle shell armor, made from unfortunate relatives of turtles. That's fucking creepy as shit. Radioactive eyes make these skeletal scumballs truly horrible additions to the Foot Clan. Even with all those attributes, the difficulty in dealing with the turtles is apparent and damage sustained in their company. All right, guys. Don't forget, I'm a voice actor. Let's take our trusty X-Acto knife. Let's do the damn thing. Yeah. So, wow. Usually you got another little sleeve back here with some extra shits in it. Not today. But now I will say this is a fair amount of accessories. I mean, you got different hands for a foot soldier. You got a knife, you got a robot hand, a broke sword. This one's been blowed up. You got some guns. I'm pretty cool with what we got here. I'm going to cut myself in doing this, but let's do it. And I didn't. The Lord is with me today. Uh-oh. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this, Ethel. Wow, he is in there. I mean, that thing is tighter than good pussy. Lord. So, all right. Accessories aside, so let's just take a look at our guy here. One of the things I'm going to point out right off the rip, these are supposed to be green. Now, I remember vividly on the toy, those were green. I do like how you got one long, one like it's busted off as short. So it's kind of like Tyrone versus Mark. One of those deals. If you get the reference, drop me a comment, let me know. It's pretty cool battle damage there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Got some good mobility. Pretty solid. Actually a better looking figure than I expected. I wouldn't say these are radioactive looking eyes. However, they do look cool. And the whole time I am touching this figure, all I hear is that like old arcade game. So he's got some ninja stars. then I'm not quite sure where the fuck he's going to put them because he don't have no accessory pouches. So, yeah, let's just lay you down there, buddy. Let's take our other heads out. That's right, people. I even get a POV cam and I still produce shit off camera. Well, pretty nifty. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Fucker. I kind of want to fuck with this right here a little bit. So I'm assuming that I am sending shit flying across the yard. So I'm going to leave these in there because right now it's like the more I open, the more I fuck up shit. So let's take a break for technical difficulties and let's get our shit. Alright, so we're back, people. And this little piece right here, this not only slung all the way across the room, it almost went into my vent. And on top of the fact that it was on the edge of the vent, I pick it up and drop it, and it almost goes in the vent still. So it was like it was meant to be fucking lost. So yeah, there's that. Wow. That's not super big on that design, to be honest. So there's that. I don't know, I like that. Then you get, but even that, I don't know how. Let's just be honest. Not super. I'm going to stick with the OG head. If I can now get it back in there. Ooh, that is a mother to get on and off. I'm going to be honest. Super 7, no bueno. So before I go to change the hands out, let's see what we're looking like here. Got a little sword there. Let's maybe give him a Bebop and Rocksteady gun over here. Oh man, they don't have a trigger finger. But ta-da! Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I said you got that gun. You got a broken sword there. These heads look cooler in the box than they did on him to me. This is a pretty badass knife. Let's swap these little hands out though. Let's see what we're working with here. And I'll just kind of put that there. And we'll do this one like this. My hand! Almost like he's giving you the finger, don't it? Why are you? Get it? Wire. Up yours with a wire. That's yeah. That's kind of like the Undertaker. Come with here, bitch. So there you go. There's your foot soldier. So now let's dive into the Ratking. So this guy right here, if you watched our Ninja Turtle episode a few weeks back, where we talked about our favorite figures, this guy, he made my list. He was one of my favorites growing up. Just a super badass figure. Wasn't the greatest character, so to speak, but I just really loved the figure itself. He looked cool, and he was a king. So you got your basic deco, nothing special. Ratking, maniac leader of the Rat Pack. No one knows certain where he come from, but one thing for sure, the Ratking is scum, and scum revels in him. The self-proclaimed king of the or the Retro City. I apologize. He hypnotizes his rodent subjects with his seductive flute playing. Wow, it's getting creepy by the minute. Even Splinter succumbs to his magical musical powers. Rat King's army protects his slimy kingdom by fighting tooth and whisker against all outsiders, good and bad. Rat King's motto, first the sewers, then the world. Looks like plenty of trouble is underfoot. Okay. Retro City got me. I don't know why I was thinking radioactive type shits, but I was. So, okay. He also does not come with a sleeve in the back, but he's got some really cool stuff here. So, the OG come with a dead cat as well that actually hung about right here. He's got a shit ton of hands here. He's got a flute. He's got a little rat rope, maybe. Have you walked the rat rope lately? Stand up, bitch. Alright, so one of the things you're going to notice is this little head right here that looks very much unlike these two heads here. So, this was the head they initially announced with the figure. However, this is the head from the Nickelodeon Rat King, where he's a little more dashing looking as opposed to this just mutant looking piece of shit right here with red eyes and crazy and a roach on his forehead or beetle or whatever the fuck it is. This guy, he looks a bit different. Initially, this was going to be the head we all got. However, the community lost its shit. And in doing so, they went back and made these two heads to go with it. Thank God, because no one cares for that head right there. So, let's see what we got here. So, he actually has a twist wire, which I despise these. But at the same time, I ain't gonna worry about cutting myself with an X-Acto knife either. I did it for idiots like me. So, okay, here we go. Pretty solid. Some good articulation there. I do like the detail they went into. You got a lot of your old school detail. This was some of what made me fall in love with this character. This was a thing that, this is like the only toy line Playmates ever got right. Because they would have like just subtle details like a random rat right here or a bone or this bug. I mean, if you had an imagination as a kid, random rats, these were just great figures to have. This brings back a lot of memories. Oh, that's a little loose. Huh. But it's a little cabbage diaper looking thing. Got some good art detail on the shoes there. Not bad, people. He comes with closed fists in case he wants to put them fangs on you. Let's see what it looks like next to the old foot soldier there. Ta-da! So, let's see what all we got here. Got the little flute to creepily seduce Splinter. Okay, I guess it just belts over him. That's pretty cool. You got the rat biting the cat's tail. Pretty nifty. I do dig his shank there with a pipe handle. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's got a rat scepter. What was the last shot of the rat's ass on it? For the Rat King. The world, Craig. The world. So he got some good hands here. Wow, that's a little weird looking, I'll be honest. So I know what that's for. So these are the hands to help him play his flute. But the way they're grab a nipple pinchy right there, yeah. But I do like the fact they went into detail. He has nails. So let's just, yeah, that don't look some type of way at all. Put in the hole, Craig. So there we go. He can summon the Dragon Zord now. Not bad. Let's stick this on our boy here. Just kind of, yeah. So maybe that goes. Where does that go there? They don't have a picture. Might have to look online to see what goes where. Or maybe. Not quite sure about this. Come here, bitch. There we go. Maybe that's what we're looking like. Here's a little cat fanny pack. Not bad looking. So, there you go. I'll probably play around with them a little bit, take some pictures, post them on the Instagram and the Facebook, just to kind of give you guys a better idea of what they may or may not look like with some other accessories, because it doesn't do very well when I try to accessorize them and pose them here, because I'll get lost in trying to pose them, not thinking about the fact that you people don't give a shit about me doing that. When I say you people, I mean you Hasselites I love and adore. So, with that being said, let's get back to my beautimous face and finish the show off. All right, everybody, we're back, and as you can see my beautiful face again in my badass Chucky shirt that you wouldn't guess, but my holiness in-laws bought me this shirt. I got a great bonus family. They know I'm a weirdo for horror. They hooked your boy up. But with that being said, you've seen our Super 7s today. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you still buy a Super 7? I mean, that's something I'm always kind of curious about. Has that kind of went by the wayside? What are your thoughts on the fact that the new Turtles are doing now is the Nickelodeon Turtle stuff from the mid-2000s, maybe 2010, I want to say something like that. What a bad series, honestly. The animation was a little, and they took some liberties with some of the characters. I wasn't super big on the Krang, the robot Krangs with, 4,000 little brains, and then you had one big Krang. I don't know. I didn't care for that. I did like the darker take on Shredder in that series. I can say that. Even with the daughter Karai, cool with that. But all in all, let me know what you're thinking. Are you going to buy those Nickelodeon waves, Super 7s? Or are you pretty well done with Super 7 as well? Is there something you're still picking up out of their Thundercats or Silverhawks, or some of their other lines they do? They do other things. Let me drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're buying. We're going to start doing some giveaways real soon. We're about to hit that 850 mark. So we're dangerously close to the 1,000 now. And I want to do something really nice for you guys and have a really kick-ass giveaway for 1,000. And who knows, we may go ahead and do something, I don't want to say small, but a middle-of-the-road giveaway, so to speak, for hitting 900. So if you guys can boost us, like, subscribe, share. That's how we grow people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our Stay Weird Network channel, where I do Cards Subject to Change, where I tackle the what ifs of professional wrestling. I do that on there. Monster has his show Impressions, where he does much better unboxings than what I do. He does the unboxing. He gives you his thoughts on the packaging. He gives you his thoughts on the initial unboxing, as well as he'll go back later and say, okay, this is set on the shelf for the last week. This is what we got, people. He'll let you know if it's still going to be standing, what kind of troubles you're going to be having, the works. I'm just an asshole that gives you a live unboxing. You see what you got, and I'll bitch about it and moan about it in another show if it falls over later. That's what I do. So, don't forget to like both our shows on there. Big Rob has a show. You know Big Rob. He's got a particular house of entertainment with no Chinese food. Yeah, think about that. He has a show called Into the Dark where he tackles conspiracies on there. And you guys need to start dropping some comments. Let him know you miss him. He's been kind of busy on the road as of late. He hasn't been doing a whole lot on his YouTube or on Stay Weird Network, unfortunately, because he has been so busy with work. So drop him a comment. A couple of you guys have reached out to me and let me know you miss him. Let him know you miss him. Maybe he'll get a little more proactive on there. Yeah, and I'm calling him out right here on Hassel's Review. So holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Let him know that you miss him. He is very active on TikTok, however. I will say that. If you like comedy, go check his TikTok out. Big Rob's House for Entertainment, no Chinese food. Super great. Don't forget our sponsor, Spotlight Media. I apologize. The Zone Collectibles, 305 Main Street, Tifton, Georgia. Hit them up for all your nerdy needs where they can do unity through community. Fandoms unite. Go hit the Clay Declaring up. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Simple as that. With that being said, we just done our unboxing. That's it for our turtles, our heroes on the half shell, so to speak. And do you tootle the little pop for the Pied Piper of the Ratking? Let me know.
Garments, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply.